Assalamu alaikum, this is Sarah from Arkan and you are watching Live Prog.
Hello, this is Salam from Arkan and you are watching Live Prog.
Hello, I'm Miss from Arkan and Live Prog is awesome.
Hello, this is Sami from Arkan and you are watching Live Prog.
Bonjour Florent, ça va? Well, unfortunately that's as far as my French goes. Nevertheless, well, it's very nice to, well, meet you in this way, not in person, but, well, you know, I'm recording a video and you're recording a video and, well, still a way to communicate. And, well, it's the first time I've ever done an interview this way, so I hope it'll be something very nice. And, well, first of all, I want to thank you, of course, for taking the time to, well, have a long distance chat with me this way. Now, on November 25th, I went to a venue in Holland to see Orphaned Land, and there were a few other bands with them, and one of those bands was Arkan. And I gotta say, that was my very first time ever I heard of you and I saw the music. And I absolutely loved it. I was really impressed by the show and by the music. So I'm very happy that I have a chance now, well, to ask you some questions and learn a little bit more about Arkan and also, well, present Arkan to my Live Prog viewers. Now, of course, I'm very interested in the history of the band. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of Arkan? When was it founded? How did you join with this band?
So Arkan was created on 2005 by Fouad Moukid, ex-drummer of the Elder Tree. His wish was to create a new sound of metal, and he is originally from Morocco. That is why he wanted to put his culture on his music. Mus, the guitar player, and Samir, the bass player, and Florent, the singer, the growl singer, were the first member of the band. And later, for the first album, Ilal, they asked me to sing and to put some vocals on their album. They were, I think, happy about my work. So they asked me if I wanted to record some other vocals on the new one, Salam. So I accept the adventure, so here we are.
Now, what I noted, of course, was the music was quite different than anything I've ever heard before. The death metal and the oriental sounds, but, well, I know that you are from France, but you have a history in another place. Can you tell a little bit more about the background of, well, the band as persons and what kind of influences are in your music? How would you describe your music yourself to someone who isn't familiar with it?
When we talk about the kind of music we played, we said that we are an oriental metal band. We mix oriental music with different colors of metal, like death metal, hardcore metal. And the majority of the band is originary from North Africa. We have Samir, Mus and me coming from Algeria, and that I have said, Fouad is coming from Morocco. And the influence of our music is the metal and the music from North Africa, like the shabby. It's traditional, typical music, authentic, with different rhythms and sonority. And it is really interesting to mix it with the classic metal or death metal. This is a new music language, a new musical language, we say.
Well, in 2011, Arkan released their second album, Salam. What does the title mean? And can you tell a little bit of well, what the album is about? What is the message that you can find in the lyrics?
Salam means peace in Arabic, and the main message of this album is the tolerance and the acceptation of the others.
Yeah, we are talking about the difficulty to accept the other when two different cultures met each other. They are living in the same country and they have many resemblances, but the alliance is impossible. Sometimes we said war is more easy to do than the peace. Yes, it's like that. We know that this message is an utopian one. We know that.
Yeah.
Because it's really easy to say, yeah, make peace, everybody, yeah, we know that. But why we cannot use the metal music for talking about good and sweet things? This is the force of Arkan. We have in the same time soft and hard music. Our message is at the same time hard against the bad ideas. It's like that, yeah. It's hard against the bad ideas and soft with the good ones.
Listening to the album, I noticed on the song Deus Volt that Kobi Farhi is singing as a guest musician, and well, it surprised me a little bit. But how did that happen? How did you meet Kobi, and how did he come to sing on the album?
So the song Deus Volt. About this song, we want you to know that we have done already a tour with Orphaned Land last year, and we've built a big relationship with all of these guys. They are really nice, and we love you. We love you, Orphaned Land. And and we have the same way of thinking. So that is why we said we have to work together again. And we have wrote this song. Deus Volt was writing for Kobi Farhi, and he accepted with a big pleasure to sing on it, and he do it so well. It was
it was a good job.
A really great job, and the message is more bigger of this song because it's two different culture, like a Jew person sing in Hebrew on a North Africa song. It's really strong.
Now, as I mentioned, the show with Orphaned Land and, well, the guest performance of Kobi on Salam, it's of course a little, well, jump to the question of, well, how did you get involved in this tour? I mean, it was a very impressive tour with not just Orphaned Land and Arkan, but also Mirat and Artweg. So, well, what was the significance of this combination?
During the first tour with Orphaned Land, we felt that we have a very important mission, because our music is a big symbol of peace, and we felt that we have to share our message more and more.
Yeah, and people, I think, want some sweetness and they want to discover other cultures. And so we decided to invite other bands with us during this adventure, and it was Mirat, a Tunisian progressive metal band, and Artweg, hardcore French band. And the message was more bigger after that, and our goal was to share our love of music and our culture. And we were really glad to meet all of these people during this tour, and we can see that they are open-minded enough to receive our message, and thank you for that.
The tour was quite long. I understood it was like 30 days, so a month on the road with those bands. But I also understood that right after the tour with Orphaned Land ended, you started another, maybe smaller tour with Arch Enemy. So how was it to play with Arch Enemy? And it must have been, well, pretty heavy, you know, spending such a long time on touring. Do you play a lot live?
Our tour with Arkan, Tonic and Warbringer was really amazing.
Yeah, so great.
It was great to start another tour with other band just after this long tour with Orphaned Land, but the mix of different culture was still here.
Yes, and we were, yes, it's true, a little bit tired, but not too much. We are really animated by the stage and about playing, and we love it. And it was a big opportunity for us to share our music with another kind of audience.
At the show in Holland, we met very briefly. I remember you gave me a promo copy of Arkan, which I must say I really enjoyed. But one thing I noticed, and I had to ask, I noticed your guitar. And I think it's really beautiful. I'm not a musician myself, so I don't know much about it. But what kind of guitar is it?
It's a traditional instrument from North Africa. The wood is like a kind of mandolin, and we use it when we have enough time to play on stage. The song is really typical and deep, and we want to use more and more this kind of instrument in live and in our recording work. So hope you will be there to hear it on stage.
How did you become a musician? Is it something that, well, you became as a child, maybe because of the family around you, or were there other reasons why you wanted to become a musician?
So I started to sing since my childhood, and I chose to be a professional metal singer when I started to work with my first band, The Outburst. It was a thrash metal band.
Well, looking back at the show, but also to the album, Salam, which I really enjoyed, Sarah really impressed me, both on stage with her performance, but also on the album. And I understood that she recently joined the band. So did she also sing on the first album, Hilal, or what was the reason that you brought a female vocal in the music?
So Arkan asked me to sing on their first album Hilal in 2008, and they saw me on stage with my ex-band, and at the same time they wanted to put some female vocals on their music. So that is why they asked to me, it was, yes, more easy to ask to me to do it, because I'm Algerian and I speak Arabic, and it was more easy for me to sing in Arabic. It was logical after this recording and this experience that I have to sing with them on stage, that we have done, and the experience was really rich for us. And after that, ex-member of Arkan left the band, and so they asked me to replace him for all of his sing part on the album Salam. On stage now I'm here and my place is more bigger, so we can consider that I'm an official member of Arkan now.
Well, I can imagine 2011 must have been a very busy year for Arkan, playing a lot live, releasing a new album. So what will 2012 bring for Arkan?
In 2012, we hope more and more stages. Some gigs are starting to be built, but for the moment it's a secret. So, and obviously we would like to play in festivals too.
Well, these are my questions to you for now. I hope maybe one day we can, meet face to face and, well, do a follow-up on this interview. But, well, if there's anything you'd like to share with my viewers, anything I haven't asked or mentioned that you think would be interesting, well, this is your moment.
So yes, We have a last question for you, Marcel Hester. We want to know what is your favorite song of Arkan and which album too? And we want you to perform on this song on belly dancing. Thank you in advance.
Well, Sarah and Florent, that's a bit of a difficult question you're asking me. Okay, my favorite track, well, it will be of Salam, this one, because, well, that's the only full album I have. Well, I like most songs. I like the entire album, so it's very hard to pick one. But if I really have to pick one, I would say The 8 Doors of Jana. I like your vocals there very much. I like the grunts, the music, the whole combination. I like it, but I have to force it because I like, well, basically all songs on the album, and yeah, I enjoy playing them all. So very difficult question. Now, about the belly dancing to that song, I'd rather not. You know, I don't want to scare my viewers away for that. I have the belly, but I don't know how to dance, and so I hope you understand. But well, that's my, well, if I really have to pick one, that's the track I pick as a favorite. Flora, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview with me. It was really interesting to learn more about you and about Arkan, and well, I certainly look forward to hear more Arkan music in the future. And for now, well, I wish you and the rest of the band all the best and hope to see you, hopefully on stage in Holland somewhere next year.
Thank you so much, Marcel Hester.
Thank you, Love Prog.
And we were really glad to see you again, and Happy New Year.